Hey everybody, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. Cancers, my fellow Cancers, I am here to give you a reading. Let's see what's happening for you in March. What is going on for Cancers? Why? What? How? Where are you going? What's going to happen? I think we are on this new cycle and there's these new trajectories. There's this new focus and goals and dreams and a change up of how things have been. And I think it's going in a really good direction for Cancers. But let's get some cards to give us more information about the energy for Cancers in March specific. Now, I did go over the fact that there's the Venus retrograde, Venus and Mercury retrograde, which happens before April 12th. It's going to pull us back into ourselves and analyze our own situations, our own like beautifying ourselves. So there could be a lot of like glow up work or, renovating of a home or just like getting back in the gym, really just going within and beautifying our surroundings, our homes, our safe spaces, ourselves. And then April 12th, Venus goes direct, which is about changing those things that we retrospected and we're looking at beautifying, change what needs to be changed out of that. The full moon and the new moon in March the full moon is a lunar eclipse on March 14th, and the new moon is a solar eclipse on March 29th. So these are very transitional times during the moon activity, and things tend to kind of happen. And I pulled a read in the main setup, in the main overview, and it talked about a Monday or a Wednesday. So some big things might happen to you on those days. I don't know which week. I don't know even if it's in March, but it talked about it in the March overview. So I guess it depends on when you hit that river of energy. Okay. So what is the archetype? Well, yeah, what is the archetype energy? I was going to say just general energy, but I want the archetype specific energy that Cancer is in at this time. 2 came out. So, okay. Memorable, protective, facade, good public image, suitable for society. What? Suitable for society? What does that mean? You are a mystery, that for sure. This could be all a part of that Venus retrograde going inward. And when we do that, we become a little more secluded. And Cancers, they have a shell for a reason. They're there to protect themselves, to, shy away from, as intuitive as we are. There's a lot of energy depleting people and situations. And so we tend to go inward. So you are certainly in that you've got some new trajectories like I was talking about, but you could be in this need in this retrograde to hunker down, to go within and just kind of really analyze, okay, here I was, this is where I want to be, and this is how I'm going to make myself the best for that transition. Not anybody outside of me. I'm not going to worry about people around me, any relationships, runners, exes, drama. I want to focus on me and me becoming, as stable as I can, as successful as I can, with money and energy and time and, physically. I wrote a list for myself for 2025, and I think they all started with the letter B. And it was, what is going to matter to me in 2025 is like becoming, a badass in my beauty routine, in my body, basically, working out, in my business. So my side hustle. So you might be, thinking about doing a side hustle. You might be thinking about doing a YouTube channel. There was, let's see, I think I had like betterment, body, beast mode, badass. I was listing all these B's of like and being the best mom I could be for my kids. But it was all very center focused. And I think that that's exactly what this persona and this lobbyist is saying is, being supportive as a team for yourself and your family. It says politically knowledgeable. That's funny. I've actually gotten into politics quite a bit and learned so much what's happening with, all the transitions and everything that's been going on, no matter what side you're on. It's all very intriguing. And I have been making quite a few decisions. You are, as a Cancer, a huge influence for those around you because we tend to have a center of gravity that is based in home and family. And so that means that we try and be a good parent. We try and be a good provider. We try and be an organized and, make our home as comfortable and as inviting as it can be for others. That's why Cancers tend to like to veg on the couch and watch movies and just cuddle up with a good blanket or a book or, or somebody, if there's somebody that's not toxic in your life, and just kind of hone in on that comfortability and letting the outside world be the outside world, but you have a protective, safe environment. So I think that that's what's going on here. But you are also a voice through your intuition for others. And this could be in some type of side hustle or creativeness that you're going to be really expanding in 2025. Okay, so let's take a look at, so this is the energy that you're in now. Let's get some traditional tarot. Suitable for society. That cracks me up. I guess some days we maybe don't look or maybe aren't in the emotional capacity that we are suitable for society, but in the current energy, you are, is what it is saying. So good job. Oh boy. All right. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, this supports this. Just, okay, so my camera's a little more shifted this way, so I feel weird though putting these this way. I hope, but that's more in the middle for you guys, so that's weird. Okay. The Fool, new love, starting over, infatuation. What did I say? Like this new beginning for you, this new, like new you inward, new you know, outer. We've had so much change in these last, 4, 5, 6, 7 years that there has been so much transformation of ourselves, within ourselves and with those around us, our environments, our jobs, our relationships. So you are in this energy of you've completed that cycle, done, trial is over, the test for that cycle is over, the challenges for that cycle are over, and you have become your own badass bitch is what you've become, and in a good way. Maybe I should say badass beast instead. But you know, you're just not taking crap from other people. You're not ignoring red flags. You're not tolerating bad behavior. You're not dealing with people's BS. There's another B word for you. Maybe I should title this the B's. I don't know. You're in this energy of just making I feel like you're in this energy, basing it on the way that I guess I feel about myself and my situations. I'm just in this energy of making every experience very rich and worthy, fulfilling every situation, every experience, every opportunity, every relationship, every moment, staying in the present, allowing whatever to happen, but also whatever that situation is, getting the very most I can out of that situation. And I think that this is freeing you up, Cancer. I think this is becoming like this new world of possibilities for you. 2 came out. So yes, complete emotional happiness, right? That's important to Cancers, is to have, you know, but it has become more important for us with this Queen of Swords, for there to be, like I was saying, like cutting out all of the fat, you know, cutting out, we want the meat of situations. We want the solid structure, the foundation. We have come to this point, and I think that you are discovering this point between love and logic. Again, we go back to exactly why the North Node and the South Node have shifted polarities from Aries to Pisces and from Libra to Virgo. And again, the North Node, South Node, they go backwards, okay? That's the way that they transit. And when they do that, North Node is about our destiny and what we're here to do. South Node is where we feel comfortable. So we're challenged in both of those areas. And right now with Pisces and Virgo, for everybody, it is about this illusionary fantasy, too emotional, balancing out with that Virgo that's very pragmatic, that's very structural and sequential, you know, aligned, blueprint, arranged, planned. And we're aligning those two things even within ourselves in this new journey. But we're making sure that we are standing up for what we believe in and who we want around us. We have just discovered, out of all of these years that we've been going through this, no matter how long it's been, this journey, there have been so many people who have stepped on us or betrayed us or lied to us, and it's not our job to control them. They have their own lives, and they don't owe us anything. But when they are in our energy, it's what we allow them to like take from us, or what we allow to engage and involve ourselves and give ourselves to. And we are in this energy, we are really discovering the balance of that. 0 is the 0 point. 0 is that when I talk about staying in that stoic, and that can be a lot of why we tend to be a mystery to others, is because we do know that 0 point very well. We do know, or we are learning that very well. Even if we haven't been like that in the past, we've come to a point through this journey and through so much pain and challenge and suffering and this brutal journey that we've been on, which it's bittersweet, right? But this journey that we've been on really has identified, okay, we can't get too over emotional, which is in our nature. We can't be giving all of ourselves and self-sacrificing when that is not coming back to us in a reciprocal way. So we have to have this Queen of Swords energy, this logistic Virgo South Node energy, balancing that out with the Piscean, intuitive, emotional, watery 10 of Cups, which is about family and security and happiness. And other people who are not Cancers, we're all connected, we're all the signs, but being born at that angle of the Cancerian angle and degrees during your birth gives you more of the imbalance, the in the way of emotions versus not logic, because cancers are very smart, but just like the pragmatic, the structural money has never really meant that much to me, because for some reason, I've always just known it'll be there and I can obtain it, and I always have. And one way or another, there's been situations that, have been really on the rock bottom for me. But I don't tend to worry about it because I know that it's going to change, and it always does. And I'm at a real high point right now, which is amazing. And I have a lot of opportunities and a lot of people coming in and out of my life and things happening. And you will, as you tend to balance out, you will find that. Now, what I was saying about other people, other signs, they're just doing it in a different way. Take Taurus, for example. Taurus is a very grounded sign, and so they're a lot about stability. They're an earth sign, so they might be a little more imbalanced in being too stable, too much in the pentacle area, too much in the earth energy, and not enough of the emotion or the the emotional watery side, the Piscean North Node side, to balance out. So whether you're learning things in the North Node sphere, or you're learning more things in the Virgo sphere, it doesn't matter, because all in all, it's about that 0 point, that zero balance, that neutral stoic area, that void in the vacuum that abhors what you're vacuuming up. If it's completely full, then it can't suck up anything new. It can't bring into it anything new. Same thing as manifesting. If you distract yourself with everything possible out there, social media, society, other people, outside validation, codependency, TV, media, whatever, even addictions or vices, if you fill your zero, because it is challenging to be at that 0 point, that point of vulnerability, where you allow anything to happen and you let go of control, right? That's why the Queen of Cups, at least in the Light Seers deck, she's got her hands up and she's just releasing, she's surrendering. And being at the 0 point is a more vulnerable place to be. So a lot of people tend to fill that 0 point up so that they don't have to feel that vulnerability. So they fill it up with all those outside validations and vices and addictions and constant distraction, music all the time, TV all the time, game playing, multiple people, multiple jobs, playing, video games, constantly shopping, constantly eating, constantly, name it. And all the vices are out there. If you overindulge in something, it fills that zero up, so you can't bring in new manifestations. But when you let go of control and you allow things to just be as they are, like I feel I have with finances or money, then huge blessings of finances and abundance and good jobs, good career, good payoff of your side hustles start flowing in. And I'm currently in this, and I really testify to you that this does happen. I can manifest on a dime. We are all master manifestors. It is how you learn how to do it that's important, the way to do it. And I've been able to manifest in money right and left, and it's been, even though it still doesn't mean that much to me as much as other things, I do understand the importance of it. And I'm very good at now budgeting my money and making sure that I have a safety net. And I think in this energy, you are also doing the same thing. You are really about creating the richest environment, the richest experiences and opportunities through this balancing of your love and your logic, your Piscean and your Virgo, points of this current energy. So this is Page of Swords. I wasn't going to pull from this deck again, but let's see what's going on. So there are some decisions that are being made, or somebody who might be in your energy. This is the World. So the World is also the 0, right? This could be about a third party. Maybe you have been a third party, or because it goes 2 and then 3, right? But something regarding a relationship, somebody's saying something, maybe not. So the Page of Swords is a curiosity about curiosity of how somebody is feeling, maybe because this is a decision card. The Two of Wands is a planning stage. Maybe somebody is planning towards, or you have been planning. This almost seems to me like there has been this Queen of Swords energy that either you have been in, or this energy that has been attached to you has been in. This Page of Swords is a curiosity. There's maybe some admirer who admires, maybe they tend to stay more of that logical, of the pragmatic, the practical, grounded. They're more in that energy, and they look to you, or they see you as a Cancer. This could be your person wanting this family structure in more of an emotional, watery based energy, and they're learning from you and planning. It's kind of like you are the missing piece, Cancer, right? You are the missing piece. They've probably got money and structure and stability, or at least they have the basis of it, the foundation of being a team leader, or this is the red energy. So that's a lot about the fire energy, and the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, are the energy of warlike or team leaders or managers or bosses or entrepreneurs. They are the leaders in the zodiac arena. And maybe they have that down pat of how to be that strong, king-like, emperor-like force, whether you're feminine or masculine. They know how to lead, but maybe they lack a little bit in that Piscean North Node energy, and they're here during this time in this incarnation, or this, whatever you believe in this lifetime, that they are here to learn about. And you can see this is more the blue, right? This is more the blue energy, and this is more the red energy. So, but this is the Queen of Swords, practical, but the blue is like a watery energy. So this is more like people in that South Node Virgo arena are really look to the missing piece of what they're learning in this destiny, this North Node energy, which is how to be more of a family, home, watery, emotional, vulnerable, transparent with their feelings, family, love type of situation. So, and the heart, right? So, and this is a heart, so there's two hearts here. Bringing together relationships, solid relationships, not just ones that fill up the 0 point, not just ones that fill up that timetable so that they don't have to feel, but actually bringing in a secure relationship to bringing in a solid foundation of a family. This could be somebody who wants a baby with you or wants a family with you, wants security and happiness in that area, that is coming from more of the air or the fire or even the pentacle side of this, right? Versus the Piscean or Cancerian energy or Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy in the water signs is very much about, it tends to be the transformational. So it's a darker energy. It's a vibration of transformation. That's why it's the devil in the or the death card, sorry, in the tarot deck. It's about actual transforming situations, like transformational situations, and becoming somebody new. But the Piscean is very fantasy-like, and Cancerian is very home-based. And so they're looking at you for this, So I'm going to get into my graffiti cards. These ones I don't bring out all that often because they can be very direct. They're not like my conspiracy deck. That one I don't bring online, but I think I've only brought that one online once because that one's about like outside of the collective, like in the 3D world in politics. And I've used that a lot in politics reads or politics, like knowledge investigating that I'm doing as well. Cause I don't know why I've gotten into politics lately. I just have been very intrigued with it. Okay, so this deck is a little heavier, just know that, but I am bringing it out because it is a little more transparent and to the point. So tell me, so if this is, now this has the red, right? So I always end up splitting my reads because that's the way that they come to me. So if we were to split it like this, right, and go like that, this, even though you can be in this energy as well, that's the boss energy, right? Here's you. There's some masks that are being worn between maybe you and your person. I started this read out as being, is that all in camera? Yeah. As being more of the, actually I can do this. This will be better. As being more focused on you, but it always seems to tend to separate an energy somehow, because I think that that's what we've been dealing with. Now, that's the way that I started it, right? But I think that because this is more like that boss energy, this is more of like that, not to say that you're not a boss energy, you're just a boss in a different way, but she's wearing the red, and here's the red, the red lipstick and the red heart. And then, but I do think that this blue is more, I think it actually should go like that, because this is more of their energy. They're looking at you, and there's a completion of, the world. These are two major arcanas, and there's a completion in line of a resolution and an enlightenment somehow. Either your person is having an enlightenment towards who you are or who you have become, maybe somebody totally different. Anything I say in the reads, I'm supposed to say, and it means something. So maybe that scorpionic energy that I'm talking about is about a complete transformation, and they're very curious about this person that they didn't recognize, or they don't recognize, and that's why you're such a mystery, is because you're helping teach them in this area. You are really becoming something to them that is very balanced, right? That missing puzzle piece that they've been looking for. And this is through you on your own, letting go, surrendering, not trying to control the situation, ending the cycle, right? The world comes before the fool. And so this is a 3 card, an ending of a third party situation, ending, being a third distraction, or tolerating a third distraction, a third entity of maybe something that was going on over here. But this is ending over here. What this is, either this is ending with this person for now, because this is a 9 card. This is a 13 card, which is a 4 card, which is about stability. So ending this right here, whether somebody is ending because they're learning from you now and they're able to kind of take that energy and move forward, or they're ending this unemotional, like just like the heaviness on this emotion or unemotional side, and maybe learning, taking a new, like the cycle is ended for them to be just practical, just Virgo South Node. And now they're becoming, you know, they're learning from you and becoming something that brings more emotion to the table. And for you, the opposite, right? And is why you could become a mystery, is because you're really learning how to do that inward, because cancers are very inward, you know, humans, souls, you know, not entities, but soul beings. So inward in this Venus in retrograde time period, you're really learning how to balance that. Okay, so let's see. I told you these were really straight up. So promiscuous man eater. Oh, that one can't be shown on camera. So this is about a glow up, I think. Doing too much for someone, going overboard. Okay, I talked about that being how Cancerians, you know, these landed on this side, so this is why I'm going with this. Ponzi scheme, too big, it's going to fail, con artist, schemer. This to me is, I think, you becoming very aware. Can you guys see that? Yeah. You're going from this energy of, I don't think by any means you're becoming promiscuous, but you might be taking your dating game or your, you know, like your relationship game to a different level, to a different, you know, you might be dating instead of maybe waiting for somebody on the other side. You have decided with your glow up and how confident you've become in just yourself, that, you know, what I was talking about, that badass beast mode. You could have tattoos on, you could have a sleeve, or you're just really going outside of like this, maybe this princess energy that maybe people have seen you in, where you've just been, it's, you know, this boohoo type of, like, too emotional. And I know that we have all had somebody say that to us, like, oh, you're a Cancer, that means you know, cry all the time, which is such a load of shit. It's not true. But you are learning the balance between doing too much for somebody. You could have given your person everything that you possibly had. You could have gifted them whenever, or brought them things from the store, or always, you know, checked in on them to see if they needed anything. What could you do for them? You always helped them out. You were always there in the middle of the night, in the, you know, during work hours, during, you know, on the weekends, whatever. You were always there for them. You gifted them with your energy, with your time, with your money. You gave and you sacrificed, and in the end they could have betrayed you, and then you were left with having to pick up the pieces and do something with it. You could have been left emotionally, physically, you know, financially battered from this situation. And you're learning that, you can see her arm is, or her hand is behind her back. She's no longer giving like she gave before, because she's learning balance. And she has learned, you are learning the importance of giving too much of yourself, giving too much of, you could have been, you know, providing this sexual energy to them just as much as they wanted it, as much as, you know, it made them happy. You could have been just sacrificing who you were for somebody else. And, or, you know, it's situations, a job, maybe, if it's not a person, because this is a business, you know, he's in a business attire. It could be, this could all be your energy. Put it in the story where it fits for you. You could be in this Queen of Swords energy, and you're looking back now in this Venus retrograde in this, and this is just another example, and looking back and ending through this enlightenment, ending. The world is about endings and coming to a closure. Or this could be about looking long distance, maybe a person looking, you know, maybe might be long distance from your person, but an enlightenment through this closing of this chapter, closing of the cycle of what truly makes you happy, what truly you're planning for, you know, your beauty, your freedom, not like this balance between doing too much and it's simply not working. You're going to be finding a balance in between that. You're not giving too much to the, you know, others, family, kids, business, bosses, work. You really are desiring and craving for balance. So you're not going to give of yourself in an unbalanced way to anything or anybody. And you're also going to try and keep out of your head about the failing of, you know, something working, really the successes. But to you as a Cancer, successes are giving of yourself and loving other people, and unconditionally, without any type of conditions. No matter what they do, there's this love that you always have, because you can see beyond the surface level of somebody. And this is a number 2. So this is about balancing, right? This is about a 12. So this is 3 people, 3 energies, third party, right? We've talked about that. And third party can be anything from people to situations to environment. It could be anything. Third party could be shopping too much, just like this guy has all these presents, or giving too much. That could be a third party. It's a distraction between basically a third party is a third distraction that keeps you from having a healthy relationship, whether that's from yourself or within somebody else or within your environment, in your job. Third party. I want people to start changing what they think of when they hear third party, and not just think it is, an affair or betrayal, or, I mean, not betrayal, but cheating, infidelity, because it's not always that. It certainly could be that. But you're in that energy of wanting a rich experience and opportunity and making the most of every opportunity in a very balanced 0 point type of way. Okay, let's look at this side. Okay, so we've talked a lot about this side, whether, if that's you or what you're teaching somebody, or just, I really believe that that's your energy. Again, you could be somebody who loves to wear jewelry, who loves to get, who cleans up nicely, who, you just have had this glow up. You could have gotten some new tattoos. What is on her? Sorry. There's some type of face on her arm. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that means something to somebody, but I can't have those words on camera just sitting there because YouTube gets really upset about that, and then you're not monetized, and then it's not nice. So okay, those flew off of my table. Now I've had a lot less of the tower moments, or the chaotic, the flying off the table, because I got a new table, but these ones went flying. So let's see why. Maybe they're having there's an emotional shift or a tower moment, where a sudden change, like flying off the handle. Maybe somebody's going to get upset, or somebody is going to have like an emotional meltdown or something. Okay. So this says fake friend. This is a 16, which is a 7 card. This is a look within themselves. Look at these two. Is that one on camera too? Sorry, I always have to ask. I just want to make sure, because I can't see. I have no video here to look at. So while I'm recording, but fake friend, intuition. Okay, so this side over here is learning about, through becoming in that Virgo energy, this side, whether this be somebody attached to you, or this is you. Do you see the third eye? They are learning about what is real on their side, like seeing people for who they are, seeing situations, understanding maybe a direction that they went. That's why they're curious about what's happening with you, or curious about learning from you, or gleaning from your energy. But there is a real identifying. They're starting to understand through intuition, jealousies of others, people that are being sly like foxes, being, they're starting to really understand and wake up. Things are being like enlightened. There's this enlightenment, this wake up call to them about the people around them. And this is starting to help them understand that inner guidance, that intuition. The Piscean energy, I talked to you about that. That's that intuition, that intuitive fantasy. So again, and this is more of that cutthroat, that like she has a sword that's about, swords are about thoughts. That's the air energy in tarot. It's about the mental capacity of humans, and the mental capacity is exactly what's happening on this side. Is, you can see the blue over here. This side is learning to be cutthroat a little more, and this side is learning to be using their intuition a little more. So this could be just you and your person, besides the masculine and feminine, if that is the way that it sets up for your situation. Okay, or it could be feminine. Everybody has masculine and feminine within them. So it is what they are needing to learn lessons in and balance out is the determining factor of if they're more in their feminine energy or more in their masculine energy. But if you had a situation where the person that is attached to you, because it laid out like this, where this is a businessman suit and this is a female, I am taking it as masculine, feminine. If this is somebody who's attached to you, this could be you guys, not only you both balancing out your energies, that masculine and feminine, but it's also you learning from each other on how to be more cutthroat on their side, and you being more of that watery energy that they're learning from, using intuition, gut feelings, going with the flow, letting go of control. This is very controlling. This is not. This is like discovery, finding the missing piece through intuition and understanding truly who's fake around them, or your person could be fake, who knows? And like, I really think that they're learning something though from you, learning from your situation, learning about what truths. I say it slowly. Why did I say it slowly? Because I think that this is a slow process. I think they're learning truths about how to be more this way, and you're learning how to be more this way, if that makes any sense. So give me one more card too on this side. Fake friend and gut feeling, because there's 3 over there. Give me one more. Thank you. No cap. Learning. So look at, there's that fire energy. That, did I not say that? Look at that. Did I not say that king energy, that emperor energy, right? When I was talking earlier, there's the fire energy. Purple tie, purple is, or indigo color is about the crown chakra. He's wearing a crown, right? Look at third eye right there. Everything is connecting, and that's what it should do in a reading. And that means that the universe, God, whatever you want to, refer to, divine, higher source than yourself is, and the colors, look at the color matches, right? There's the oranges, and you've got red, trying to balance out on both sides of this, but this is more of that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is about balance. This is an 11 card, and 11 are the 1 and the 1, right? Balancing out this, being truthful about what they really are seeing on their side, being truthful of maybe what they feel about themselves. This energy of solar plexus chakra, also crown chakra. Again, purple indigo is that crown chakra color in the chakra alignment of somebody, and that too is a 0 point. It doesn't have to just be this way, it could be this way as well. It needs to be that way. That's why people talk about aligning their chakras, because this is every part of yourself, starting from the root chakra, which is the lower, it's the ground, the foundation, the earth energy, the pentacles, the money, and then it moves up to the crown chakra, which is the third eye, intuition. So, and the way that the zodiac goes around, it goes from Aries to Pisces, Pisces being the last sign in the zodiac, and Pisces has collected from all the other zodiac angles, which then allows Pisces to culminate all of that for a great balanced sense of, intuition about all different aspects of our lives in all different angles as well. So your person is learning a lot about the fires around them. There could be quite a few issues or situations around them, fires happening, even within them. Their crown chakras opening. They could be awakening to people around them that are fake, or even themselves being, maybe they haven't wanted, maybe there's been people around them that have talked them into believing a certain way, or they've, haven't had the best intentions towards you. They haven't wanted to see you happy or move on or be happy without them succeed. And so this could be that they are, fighting demons within themselves, and they're getting, rage is what changes people. And so rage about who they are, or rage about, this could also be somebody, sorry to sidetrack, but this could also be somebody who is attached to your person who doesn't, this could be the third party that is a fake friend, and, they might be, intuitive, but, they, maybe they're upset and don't want to see you doing so well. Maybe they wanted to have you fail. Okay, let's look at, give me more Cancers. Tell me more about what's happening here. More about what's happening here. What is this actual situation? I know it's a balancing situation and it's a learning from each other, but maybe somebody talked your person into thinking that maybe you were acting promiscuous, like doing whatever, anybody else wanted, or just being somebody who like couldn't control themselves, just, doing too much, or maybe your person depended on this. Let's see, what are we looking at? Oh, work friends, fake friend, work friends. So there's a work type environment. Okay, so work type environment, staying committed to your goals, laser focused, right? The way that this usually works, I should probably put it in that manner, because you usually go center and then, well, I guess you could do this, but it's red, center, left, right, 010, the number of the universe. But so one more, scientific mind. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? So scientific mind is that more logical, pragmatic. So this current energy, if I also were to separate this down and then have down the middle, right? Oh yeah, I was going to say down the middle, it just kind of separated this way as well, where it was kind of like this. And then as I thought about, why am I thinking about that direction wise, I look at these thumbs, and this to me, these thumbs are all like, they're facing that direction. So this to me is showing that incoming energy so you might be in this energy of being laser focused, staying committed to your goals, being, oh my gosh, being focused on your goals, on your new journey, on your new start, right? And you are determined to keep pushing forward, and you've learned how to transmute even the hardest challenges or the worst betrayals or, the situations that come up. And that's what's allowed you, because you know that any situation that does come up, you can handle it, put you in that neutral 0 point, energy. So you are here in this laser focus, staying committed, pushing forward. You've got work friends on the side. So there are individuals in your workplace or environment who have your back and actively looking out for your best interests. Lean on them for support and guidance. They are there to assist you through challenging times and help you gain clarity on stressful days. This energy, I don't know. Out and exit. It's going this way. I'm gonna have to clarify that one. Scientific mind, though, you're asked to be open to new information to revise your belief or hypothesis. Okay, I need some clarity. Please tell me what's happening here, because so I understand this laser focus, and I understand maybe this pragmatic. So again, this is a 10 card. So 10 is, this says you are asked to be open to new information. So there could be this energy on this side that is, trying to open up to more of this intuition, which is, well, I don't even want to get into that, but there is more evidence and more scientific research as of today showing where scientists are actually understanding and believing more of this like etherical metaphysical type of information that seems to be more, like soul-based things that aren't proven, but could be, that because energy is connected. And so if you're looking at it from an energy standpoint, energy is scientific and science is energy, and so they are connected, and scientists are becoming more aware of that. So I think there's this maybe opening up or ending of your person who has just been in this support of it only being logic and pragmatic, scientific data, and opening up to at least opening up to the possibility of a new way of maybe looking at something, or outside the box. This is an awakening for them, right? For you, okay, well, maybe I guess we're going along. Maybe I won't need to clarify. I will still pull some traditional tarot on this because I grabbed the deck, but this is you who is, again, doing, so it's just very much like that. Like, this is them. This is whoever this is, whether this is your person, whether this is somebody on their side who's maybe learning something through, like your connection with your person. But you're remaining committed here. And this directional, maybe it's where this is a moving forward, and you both are moving forward, but you're learning from each other, right? And you're learning more of that pragmatic, because there's the computer, the, business, climbing the ladder, you might have gotten a new job, you might have a new career, you might have great money coming in, and you have people supporting you in doing this along with the universe. You are at that point where you're becoming a little more cutthroat with your money, with your budget. Like I mentioned, there was a reason I mentioned these things that I was mentioning about myself, but there's just a knowledge of maybe balancing the family aspect with the money and the practical aspect. And for them, they're learning to open up more to the possibility that it doesn't all have to be database, that it can be, that there are signs and there's synchronicities and there's things that they've seen through this awakening that might be happening, which I do believe is happening. That is really firing them up. They're becoming passionate because they're actually seeing that maybe there is another way, or there is another option. There is more choices and more options out there of learning and growing. And maybe the things that you've been telling them, or the energy just telling them energetically, has been about the fact that open up more to the fact that we don't have to have data to know it's right. We don't have to have data to know it's true. That is through the intuition. It is the only thing, in my opinion, that we do have that we can depend on, because everything else is man-based. And I learned a lot of that from somebody in my life, and we had a really great discussion about it, and it was really eye-opening for me. Speaking of, when you look back on things in your life, who taught who? Well, it was always man taught, your grandparents taught your parents taught you, and solidified these ancestral chains of what man always decided upon. Man decided on the names of things, on the words of things. I mean, our zodiac signs are really not the zodiac sign names they are. They're actually just angles. And so it's 1 through 11. But the idea that, if you can think about that, everything has come from man and man's perspective and the way that they look at the world, it makes everything maybe not, it can't be 100% true. However, our intuition was given to us at birthright. So the intuition is true. Intuition is what all of us have in us that can't be data put on paper. But yet it leads us in a good growth mind, safety way, guides us on our path that way. So they're opening up to that. Maybe intuition does guide as much, can lead us, can help us grow and help us obtain money through manifesting or manifesting and can help us, in war, you have to really rely on your intuitions, and people who have good intuition engage situations and gain great knowledge from the battlefield and their enemy. Well, they're opening up to that possibility, and you are opening up to tying down more of a stronger grip on reality versus it being fantasy. It's like 3D versus 5D. It's a merging of the two, or a learning from the two, or a crossing through of the two, and they're going from more of that 3D material foundation based grounded pentacle, and they're passing through, and these energies are almost like they're like through this Venus retrograde, they're passing through and learning from each other, or they are, energetically exchanging energy, helping them both learn, if that makes any sense. And actually, I've talked a really long time. You're probably tired of hearing me speak. I am going to leave it there because I think that is beautiful. It is extremely balanced. It came together and it wrapped around where, things were balanced on both sides. And I understand the situation. This is using the setbacks of being too pragmatic, too much in the South Node Virgo energy, and using that to learn and push forward to learn more about this side, and this side vice versa, doing the same there. And that is creating completion of, maybe that's what this last cycle was all about, and closing up that cycle and then moving forward, right? That directional energy going that way, closing up that cycle and moving forward in a new direction. And I think you both are, but I do think that you both are exchanging energy in this energy exchange of learning that is also creating this incredible balance for you. And this was the plan all along. You guys, I hope that helps. I hope that it hasn't been too overwhelming. A lot of information in there, but I'm here to help. So I do hope that has, explained things a little better to you, or giving you a little more food for thought. And I will connect with you guys on the next video. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.